Wa alaikum assalam. I'm doing really well, thank you. I hope you're doing great too. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to talk about. Yes, absolutely. I'm ready. Feel free to ask. That's a great question. Personal branding is really important today because it helps you stand out in a crowded digital space. It shapes how people perceive you, whether that's potential employers, clients, or even your audience. A strong personal brand builds trust, credibility, and it can open up more opportunities in your career or business. Yeah, so a personal brand is basically this unique combination of skills, experiences, and personality that you present to the world. It's how you tell your story, whether that's through social media, your work, or even just your interactions. Essentially, it's the reputation you build and how you differentiate yourself from others. Of course. Go ahead with your next. Great question. Your unique value proposition is essentially what sets you apart from others. It's the specific benefit or advantage that you offer, whether that's a skill, a perspective, or a combination of experiences, something that makes you valuable and memorable to your audience or employer. Yes, absolutely. I'm ready. Go ahead with your next question, and I'll give you a detailed answer. Absolutely. So, your core skills and experiences are the key strengths that you bring to the table. I see. So, I don't know your specific skills and experiences yet, since we haven't discussed them. If you share some details, like your education, past jobs, or specific skills, I can help you identify which ones are your core strengths. That's a great reflection. Think about the activities or topics that really energize you, whether it's a subject you love learning about, a type of project you enjoy, or a cause you care deeply about. Once you identify those, we can figure out how they fit into your personal brand. Your target audience really depends on what you're trying to achieve. For example, if you're building a personal brand for career growth, it might be potential employers or industry peers. If it's for a business or a passion project, your audience might be clients, online followers, or a community that shares your interests. Once you define that group, you can tailor your message directly to them. Of course. So, when we talk about your target audience, we mean the specific group of people who will benefit most from what you offer or who you want to reach. To define them, you look at factors like their age, their profession, their interests, and their challenges. Once you have a clear picture, you can craft your content, your messaging, and your platforms to speak directly to those people, making your brand much more effective. That's a really important question. Think about the main pain points or challenges your audience faces. Maybe they struggle with time management, they need specific skills, or they lack guidance in a certain area. Once you know those problems, you can position your skills or your content as the solution that really helps them. Absolutely. So, to explain further, first you want to put yourself in your audience's shoes. Ask yourself, what obstacles do they face daily? For example, if your audience is young professionals, maybe they struggle with balancing work and personal development. Once you identify those specific problems, you can create content, offer services, or share insights that directly address them. The more precisely you align your solutions with their needs, the more impact you'll have. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Go ahead with.
Okay. What is my personal mission statement?
That's a big one. Your personal mission statement is a clear, concise declaration of what you want to achieve and why it matters. Think about your values, your long term goals, and the impact you want to make. Once you've reflected on that, we can shape a statement that guides your decisions and keeps you focused on what really matters to you.
Aren't you more details?
Of course. So, to get more detail, you'll want to ask yourself a few key things. What are your core values? What matters most to you? What is the bigger impact you want to make in your community, your field, or your own growth? Then tie those answers together into a simple sentence that captures your purpose. The more personal and specific it is, the more it will inspire and guide you.
Okay. Of course, to get more detail.
Yeah, no problem. So, in even more detail, you can break it down by thinking of three parts. First, your purpose, why you do what you do. Second, your values, what principles guide you. And third, your vision, what future you hope to create. Once you have those pieces, you can form a statement that clearly says who you are, what you stand for, and what you aspire to achieve.
Okay. What story do I want my brand to tell?
That's a really powerful question. Think about the journey you've been on, what challenges you faced, what passions drive you, and how you help others. The story should guide people on why you do what you do, what makes you different, and how your values shape your work. Once you have that narrative, it really anchors your brand in something authentic and memorable.
Okay. Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready for your next question, so go ahead whenever you're set.
Which online platforms are best for my brand? Which platforms are the best for my brand?
The best online platforms for personal branding include LinkedIn, which is great for professional networking, Instagram or TikTok for creative visual content, WordPress for a personal website, X, formerly Twitter, for quick industry conversations, and YouTube or Medium for long form content. The advice is to choose a couple of key platforms where your audience is most active, ensuring consistent branding and value.
Okay. Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, definitely. I'm ready. Feel free to ask your next question, and I'll be here to help with the detailed response.
Okay. Should I focus on one platform or multiple?
That's a really good question. Usually, it's best to focus on the one or two platforms at first, especially the ones where your target audience is most active, so you can build a strong, consistent presence. Once you're comfortable and you have a rhythm, you can expand to other platforms later.
Why?
Exactly. And by focusing on one platform, you can really master your messaging, engage deeply with your audience, and ensure your brand voice is super clear before you spread yourself too thin. I'm
Okay.
glad.
My next question. What type of content should I create? Video, blog, audio?
Great question. It really depends on your audience and what kind of connection you want to build. If you want to show your personality and connect visually, video is fantastic. If you prefer a personal conversational approach, a vlog works well. But if you want something more accessible, like during commutes, audio only podcasts or audio blogs can be really effective too.
What?
Exactly. So think about your strengths and what feels most natural for you. If you love being on camera and your audience likes visual content, go with video. If you prefer a more casual, portable format, audio or blog posts might be better. It's all about where you feel most confident expressing your brand.
Okay.
Great. If you decide on a direction, we can talk about how to structure that content or how to distribute it. Just let me know what you're leaning toward.
How often should I post content?
Ah, good question. Consistency is key. Typically, starting with about one or two posts per week is a solid baseline, so you stay on your audience's radar without burning out. Once you get a rhythm, you can adjust maybe up to 3 times a week, depending on the platform and the type of content you're creating.
Okay. Can you explain for more detail in this?
Of course. So when you're consistent, you train your audience to expect content at certain times. This builds trust and keeps them engaged. For example, if you post every Tuesday and Friday, they'll look forward to that schedule. So start with a manageable frequency, 1 or 2 times a week, then adjust based on the response. You can also use tools like content calendars to stay organized and ensure you're delivering value consistently.
What is content calendar and how do I create one?
Great question. A content calendar is basically a schedule where you plan out what content you'll post and when. You can create one using a simple spreadsheet, list dates, platforms, and the content type or topic for each day. Or you can use tools like Google Calendar or specialized apps like Trello, Asana, or Notion. Once you have it, you just fill it in so you always know what's coming up and it keeps you organized.
Okay. Content creator is basically a schedule where you plan out what content you want.
Exactly. So it helps you organize your ideas in advance, ensuring you have a balanced mix of topics and formats. Plus, it keeps you consistent, so you never have to scramble last minute, and you can track what's working best over time.
Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, I'm ready. Go ahead with your next question, and I'll be happy to help.
Okay, how do I optimize my LinkedIn profile for personal branding?
Great question. To optimize your LinkedIn, start with a professional profile picture and a compelling headline that goes beyond just your job title. Then write a strong summary that tells your story and highlights your unique value. Also include detailed experience, showcase projects or media, and gather recommendations. And don't forget, stay active. Share posts, comment thoughtfully, and engage with your network regularly.
What role does Twitter play in building a brand?
That's a great point. Twitter, or now X, plays a big role in building a brand because it's perfect for quick, real-time updates, sharing insights, and joining industry conversations. It helps you build authority, engage with a broad network, and stay visible in trending topics, all of which reinforce your brand personality and voice. Yeah.
Can you explain for more detail in this question?
Of course. So on Twitter, or X, you can share short, valuable insights, engage in trending conversations, and connect with thought leaders. By consistently sharing your expertise, like commenting on industry news or posting your own tips, you build a reputation as a go-to voice in your field. Plus, the platform's fast pace means you can react quickly to what's happening, keeping your brand top of mind.
Okay. Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready for your next question, so go ahead whenever you're set.
Okay. Should I have personal website?
That's a really good idea. A personal website gives you a central place where you can fully showcase your brand, like your story, your portfolio, and your services, without being limited by a social media platform. It also looks super professional and gives you more control over your content and how people experience your brand.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. And once you have a website, you can link it to all your other profiles, so people have one easy place to find you. You can also add a blog, collect emails, and really build a home base for your personal brand.
My next question. How can I use Instagram for visual branding?
Absolutely. Instagram is a fantastic platform for visual branding because you can share images, short videos, stories, and reels. It's perfect for showcasing your personality, your style, and your work. Just keep your visuals consistent and your messaging clear, and it can really elevate your brand image.
Okay. Is having a YouTube channel necessary?
Not necessarily, but it can be really powerful. YouTube lets you share deeper, long-form content, like tutorials, behind the scenes, or personal stories. If you enjoy being on camera and you have time to commit to video production, it can really set you apart. But if not, you can still build a strong brand on other platforms.
Can you explain for more detail?
Of course. So YouTube is unique because it allows you to go in depth, building trust by providing valuable, detailed content that can rank in search. You can connect with your audience on a personal level, show your expertise, and create a portfolio of videos over time. It does take more effort, like scripting, filming, and editing, but it can really give your brand a personal, authoritative voice. If you don't have time, though, you can still succeed with other mediums. It just depends on your strengths and goals.
Okay. My,
Yeah.
my next question is how do I create valuable content for my audience?
That's a key step. Start by really understanding your audience's needs and interests. Think about their challenges, goals, and what information they're missing. Then create content that educates, entertains, or solves a problem for them. Keep it authentic, use your unique voice, and experiment with different formats like tips, stories, or how to's to see what really resonates.
Okay. Can you explain those steps?
Of course. So, in more detail, you want to do a few things. First, research what your audience is already asking. Look at comments, polls, or questions they have. Then, plan content that directly answers those needs, using a mix of formats like short posts, infographics, videos, or even live Q&As. Finally, gather feedback. Track what gets the most engagement and refine your content so it stays valuable and relevant to them.
Okay. My next question, what is the balance between personal content? What is the balance between personal and professional content?
That's a great balance to consider. Generally, a good rule is about 70% professional content. They showcase your expertise, your projects, and your goals, and about 30% personal content, like sharing your values, your journey, or little glimpses of your life. That way, you keep it relatable, but still focused on your brand's value and expertise.
Okay. My next question, how can I improve my storytelling skills?
That's a fantastic goal. You can improve your storytelling by practicing regularly. Try writing short stories or personal anecdotes, study great storytellers, watch TED Talks or read memoirs, and focus on a clear structure, a beginning, middle, and end. Also, engage your audience with vivid details and an authentic voice. Over time, it becomes second nature.
Okay. How do I handle negative comments or creativity?
That's really important. The key is to stay calm and professional. Acknowledge the comment, thank them for their feedback, and if it's constructive, show that you're willing to.
How do I handle negative comments or criticism?
Of course. So when you handle negative comments or criticism, the first step is to stay calm and not take it personally. Respond politely, acknowledge their concern, and if appropriate, provide a solution or offer to take the conversation offline.
Can you more explain this question?
Absolutely. So when a negative comment comes in, first pause and really understand the underlying issue. Then respond with empathy. Thank them for their feedback and clarify if there's been a misunderstanding. If it's a factual mistake, correct it politely. If it's just a harsh opinion, keep it professional and don't engage in arguments. Over time, this kind of thoughtful response builds trust, shows integrity, and can even turn a critic into a supporter.
Okay. My next question, what is my brand voice and tone?
Great question. Your brand voice and tone are basically the personality behind your communication. Think about how you want to come across. Are you formal or casual, inspirational or practical? Once you define that, keep it consistent across all your platforms so people recognize and connect with you.
Okay. My next question, how do I engage with my followers effectively?
That's a key part of building a brand. You can engage by asking questions, responding to comments, and starting conversations. Share polls or call to actions, and really listen. Acknowledge what your followers say and adapt based on their feedback. The more you interact genuinely, the stronger that community bond gets.
Okay. Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready. Go ahead with your next question, and I'll help you out.
Okay, should I use hashtags and if so how?
Yes, definitely. Hashtags can really help increase your reach. Use a mix of popular hashtags in your niche and some unique ones. Keep them relevant to your content, don't overstuff. And place them either at the end of your post or in a comment so it stays clean.
Can you explain about it?
Of course. So when you choose hashtags, think about both broad ones like popular industry tags and more specific ones that relate directly to your niche or your brand. Research hashtags that your audience is already using. This way you join conversations they're already part of. Then track which hashtags bring the most engagement. Over time, you'll refine which ones are the most effective for your brand's growth.
Okay. How do I network with other professionals online?
That's a great move. Start by actively engaging with their content, comment on their posts, share thoughtful insights, and offer value first. Join professional groups or communities on LinkedIn, for example, and send personalized connection requests. Be genuine, mention common interests, and build relationships over time. So it's about quality, not just quantity.
My next question, what are the common content creation mistakes to avoid?
Great questions. Some common mistakes are being inconsistent with posting, focusing too much on self promotion without offering value, not knowing your audience well, and neglecting to proofread or check quality. Also, avoid spreading yourself too thin. Focus on a few strong content types or platforms so you can do them really well.
My next question, how do I repurpose my content for different platforms?
That's a great idea. You can repurpose by adjusting the format, like turning a blog post into a short video or breaking it down into a series of social media posts. Just make sure each version is optimized for that platform's style and audience. Keep the core message, but tweak the delivery so it feels native to each place.
Okay, how can I use SEO to boost my brand?
Absolutely. SEO is a powerful tool. By using relevant keywords in your content, like in blog posts, video descriptions, and even social media captions, you can help your brand appear in search results. Focus on the terms your audience is searching for, create valuable content around those topics, and over time, you'll boost your visibility and attract more traffic.
Okay, what are the best ways to gain more followers?
So some of the best ways are consistency, posting regularly, alongside offering real value, like insights, tips, or stories. Engage actively, respond to comments, participate in conversations, and collaborate with others in your niche. You can also cross-promote on different platforms, run giveaways, or leverage hashtags to reach new people.
Okay, now are you ready for the next question?
Yes, I'm ready. Go ahead with your next question, and I'll help you out with it.
Okay, should I run paid ads for my personal brand?
That depends on your goals and budget. Unpaid organic growth builds a strong foundation, but paid ads can accelerate your reach, especially on platforms like LinkedIn or Instagram. If you do run ads, keep them targeted so they reach the right audience, and test different creatives to see what drives the best results.
Okay, my next question, how do I measure the success of my personal brand?
Great question. You can measure success by tracking key metrics, things like follower growth, engagement rates, website traffic, and even direct inquiries or collaborations. Also, ask for feedback. Do people see you as a thought leader or a go-to expert? By reviewing these regularly, you can adjust your strategy and double down on what's working.
Okay. My next question, what key performance indicators should I track?
Yes. Key performance indicators should include things like engagement rate, so likes, comments, and shares, follower growth, website visits from your profile, click-through rates on your links, and the number of inquiries or conversions, like if people sign up for a newsletter or reach out to you. These will give you a solid picture of how your brand is performing.
Okay. My next question, how can guest posting help my brand?
Guest posting is a fantastic strategy. By contributing articles to established blogs or websites in your industry, you tap into their audience, build credibility, and drive traffic back to your own platforms. Just make sure the sites you choose align with your brand and create valuable, insightful content that resonates.
Okay. What is the role of email marketing in personal branding?
Email marketing is really powerful. It lets you build a direct, personal connection with your audience. By sending regular, valuable content like tips, updates, or exclusive insights, you stay top of mind. It also helps you nurture relationships, drive traffic to your website, and even promote services, all in a very personal way.
Okay, I invite a question.
No problem at all. I'm really glad we could go through all these steps together. If you ever need to revisit any of these topics or have more questions, I'm here and ready to help.